Hey, what I got in front of me is a HID light. This is a 85 watt with a xenon bulb. And if you're not familiar with these, they're extremely bright, very bulky, but they put out a lot of light. What we're going to end up doing is going head to head with a Acebeam K70. If anybody doesn't know about this light, this runs on 418-650s. This has the new XHP-35 high emitter in it, single LED. We're going to see how much difference there is between these two lights. While we're at it, we'll throw in the TN42, same thing as the K70 for emitter and batteries. And we'll also throw in a Walmart Fatmax. It's a $50 light. Beat the piss out of that thing. And just for good measure, we're going to do us a little Thrunite TN4A HI 4AA battery flashlight. Go ahead and go out and do some beam shots out up to probably a couple hundred yards, maybe even up to 500, and give you a good idea what these LED lights look like compared to this monster of a 85 watt with the xenon in it. Now supposedly this 85 watt xenon has got an 8500 lumen bulb in it and will punch out to over 2,000 meters. Whereas the K70 has got a 2600 lumen bulb in it and they rate it at around 1,300 meters. Thrunite 2000 lumen emitter and they rate that out to 1,550 meters. Fatmax, I do believe they run this at 2200 lumen and they do claim around 700 meters. And the little guy here, the TN4A HI, 1050 lumens, and they rate this out to, I do believe, 457. So price-wise, looking anywhere between about 120 onwards, upwards of $200, about 189. Same with the Thrunite, $50 for the Fatmax and $50 for the TN4A. So with that said, we're just going to go out and start hitting these right away and see what happens. All right, for starters, we're going to use the 85 watt HID. Now when I fire it up, it'll take probably 10-15 seconds for it to warm up. There's a tree that is 62 meters away. Get this thing, possibly make sure it's focused. About as good it's going to get. 62 meters with the HID. 62 meters, 85 millimeter. 62 millimeters with the 85 watt HID on high. Fatmax, 62 meters by Stanley. And there's the little Thrunite TN4A HI, 62 meters. Wicked little light. And here's the Acebeam K70, 62 meters. Thrunite TN42, 62 meters. Again, the 85 watt HID at 62 meters. Acebeam K70, 62. Thrunite TN42, 62 meters. Now we're punching down to 94 meters at a tree. This is a Stanely Fatmax, 92 meters. 85 watt HID, 92 meters. TN42, 92 meters. Or 94, whatever it is. Acebeam K70, 94 meters. Little TN4A, 94 meters. I'm going to quit shining this light. I just wanted to throw that in. It actually holds its own for how small it is. Again, the 85 watt HID, 94 meters. K70, 94. Notice the difference there. TN42, 94 meters. Tight ass beam. Alright, I got a mason mask at about 110 meters out. This is the Fatmax by Stanley. And there's the, I think there's a deer behind there in the woods. There's a 85 watt HID. There's the Acebeam K70. And there's something back there looking. There's the Thrunite TN42. It's pushing about 120 meters out, that Jason mask. I wonder what the hell that is back there. That is a deer. Again, HID. You notice there, it ain't holding up to them high-powered LEDs. Even a Fatmax, which this is, seems to do better than that HID. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit, and then we're going to run the K70. See if we can't see something back there. 120 meters, K70. 120 meters Thrunite TN42. 85 watt HID. Hell, a little TN4A lights that up. Look at that. Alright, I'm down in a road, and here's the 85 watt HID firing up. Looking out as far as I can go with it. There's the Acebeam K70. Punching out there. Thrunite TN42. Same like the Acebeam. These lights are so close, even though the TN42 outshines it, it's not much. That 85 watt is not even comparing to these lights in any way or form. Bigger head, maybe, but I don't know. These things are wicked. Thrunite on the right. Acebeam on the left. Blinding the moon out. Just for the heck of it, Thrunite and the Acebeam. Both of them together. Just not a lot of comparison. HID is on the left and the Thrunite on the right. Pretty much the same as the K70. Look at that. Wicked. Alright, you saw what happened there. Eventually I'm going to end up building my own HID light, 100 watt, just to see if I can't get a little more punch out. But TN42 and this Acebeam K70, they are some just wicked throwing lights out there. It's hard to beat them. I can provide a few links below to these flashlights if a person wants to check into them if you haven't already. Simple little test. LEDs out throwing HID right now. Granted, like you take the K70 and the HID, the reflector's a little bit smaller on that HID. If you had a humongous reflector on it, of course it'd do a lot better. But you look at the Thrunites, there's where it's getting its punch from. It's that massive reflector. Well, this little rocket does good, don't it? There you go. HID versus LED.